Alright guys, so today I thought I would do a little cardistry tutorial because, we haven't posted anything in a while and I bet you guys are missing some stuff. Our regular subscribers who really aren't here. But I was on vacation and I made up this Flourish that looks a bit like, I believe it's called Genesis, but I could be mistaken. Comment below if you possibly could tell me what it is. But it's this flourish that looks pretty cool and then goes to a pretty sweet display, almost like Acro did, and then closes pretty cleanly. And the funny thing is this is also a false shuffle if you are a magician. So if you did this and closed it back up, you would still have the deck in the exact same order as it was before. So basically what you're going to want to do is hold it in left hand mechanics grip and go into elevated Z, which is like this. And from elevated Z you want to go to elevated Sybil, which is like this. So what you do is you have the packet held in straddle grip in your right hand, and from under you're going to grab on the front with your index and the back with your thumb, and you're going to lift opposite so that one packet is in between the two hands, with it laying down towards your left hand and up towards your right hand. So what you're going to do from here is break off a packet like you're swing cutting with your index finger, like in Sybil, and you're just going to hold it up, kind of extended out. And in this motion, you're going to take this packet, almost like in Sybil, and bring it under, so bring your wrist down and put it so that this packet right here goes under that one. So now from here, what you're going to do is grab this packet. This might be a struggle for you guys who don't flourish very often. Just grab it under there with your pinky. So from here, stretch it under there so that it can extend out that way, like so. So now you have this kind of grip where you've kind of got an in-between Sybil and an in-between kind of scissor cut over here. So what you're going to do is act like it's a scissor cut for this hand and grab this top side of the bottom packet with your thumb so that you can almost pull it off. So it's a scissor cut, so you can pull it off. And then you've got a swing cut with your middle finger over here. But what you're going to want to do is use this thumb and pull it a bit over this way, and with your index finger push on this side so that it flips over face up onto this hand, and then let it drop onto the, actually it's better when you do it like this. Get to here and push it over so that it's now between your thumb and your middle at an angle or almost sideways, so that you can push this packet under and lay it on top so that it's not all the way down, but it is on top. So with your middle finger now, you can push it up to the top and kind of have it flop into the crotch of your thumb. So, un momento. So from sliding, you're going to go here, flip it over so it can slide up, and kind of just push it with your index finger until it lays over, and you're going to like touch your thumb in here so that it locks. And with this scissor cut, you're going to bend it like you were going to complete the cut, only kind of at a 90-degree angle, and then bring this up with it, and put your thumb in that gap between the cards so that it looks like an X right here. So what we have so far is the elevated Z, elevated Sybil, and then you can almost do this in one motion where you do the bring the pinky under and completing the Sybil, which will probably help that getting under. And then with this thumb, grab both packets really and do this, and then push and lay on top. And then with, sometimes my ring finger switches instead of my middle, but you can use your ring or your middle, whichever feels more comfortable. Bending this to an X, bending this to an elevation, like so, so it's an X. And then what you're going to want to do for it to be completely false is take this packet and bring it back on top instead of completing the scissor cut. place this bottom packet just down where it is, and then the card that's clipped between your middle and your thumb, just lay back on the deck, like on the crotch of your thumb, and then lift your thumb over, and it's kind of like a smooth wave. So in completion, I'll do a little bit of slow-mo here, but elevated Z, grab pinky and Sybil, bring the packet under, grab both packets with your thumb, turn over, pull down. I guess it is easier to use your ring finger in this case for adjusting this packet, and then bring it over so it turns up here for the X, bring back the scissor cut, and lay it on top like that. And it's completely false, so the ace of, oh, I guess I shuffled it a couple of times. But what you're going to do here is I had a bonus idea where you go into the Z and the Sybil and turning over to the X, and then when you're here at the X, if you have a slight bow in the cards before, like if I just did, this is kind of an exaggeration, but if you did that, then what you can do is once you get to here, turn the packet over, you just do this and push down here, flex that there, and it's kind of like a curved X like in the X Games, or just kind of like a wave thing. I thought it just looked pretty cool. And then you can obviously adjust the packet back any way you need to. So that's its tutorial. I don't really know what I'm going to call this. Or maybe I'll call it Acridid 2.0 because it's kind of what it is. Or maybe Sybil and Acridid, or maybe Sacridid, or Aible. We'll call it Aible. I don't know. I'll title this video Aible. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you next time I post a video.